Good evening, guys. Hope you people are doing very well. So, wish you a very happy new year of 2025. So, today I just want to continue with for loop. So, let's start about the for loop. So, before starting the for loop, I just want to say one thing that if you want to work not even a single time, that means if you want to any particular work want to repeat more than one times, then in that case you have to use the for loop. That means if you want to work only one time, it can be done through the variable. If you want to work the same work two times, three times, four times, more than one time, so in that case to repeat the same work we are using the loop concept. So for loop is one of the eminent part in the Python program. So let's start about the program, then we can easily understand how it works in the for loop. In here we can see in the s variable we just write down s is equal to republic. Republic is a string, so we just keep it inside the s. Then we just use the for later in s. That means that within s the republic variable is there. So this is the republic variable is there, and for later in s, that means whatever is the value is there that comes under later variable. Then we just print the letter comma end is equal to single inverted comma one space is there. So if I run that program, then you can easily understand the republic is there inside the s, that all the republic variable that comes into the letter. So when we just print out the letter, so in that case that you can see there are space R, E, P, U, B. In every alphabet there are one space is there in between. How it comes? We just write down end is equal to single inverted comma space. So that's why. So if when we run the program, then we can see that space is there inside the republic. Now we can see the traversing the list. So we just take the list with the L variable, capital L. We just how we can understand this is a list. We can easily see we are used the third bracket yellow color, and within third bracket we just take the Naina, comma Parimal, comma Ashok, comma Rahul. These are the four variable or the four name. We just keep it inside the one list within third bracket, and then we just run it for name is name in L. That means in L the whole list are kept inside the L, and all the values that comes under name variable. So if we run the print the name, then you can easily understand that Naina, Parimal, Ashok and Rahul will be going to be print. But in here in the print we are just using the single inverted comma the happy friendship day. So we just want to print this one again and again before taking the all the variable. So in that case, so in the print we are using the single inverted comma. That means if I run that program, then we can easily understand the happy friendship day that comes in every line. But in the list, the Naina, that is the first variable that comes under first, Parimal is the second variable that comes under second, then so on and so forth. If we take more name, then again it will become more name here later on as well. Now this program is the traversing the tuple. How we can run the tuple in the for loop program. So in that case, we are just taking the one a variable, that small a is equal to, we are using the tuple by using the first bracket in yellow color. Then we can just use the three variable within inverted comma, that is apple, banana and republic. And again we just take the for element in a. That means in all a variable means apple, banana and republic, that comes under element. When we print the element, then we use the end and underscore there. If I run that program, we can see apple, banana and republic. Apple, banana and republic, these three variable will be going to be print out here. But here we used one underscore. That's why in every after every variable we can easily see that underscore is added with the every variable. Now we just take the three variable apple, banana and republic within a variable. Then we just check the type a. If I just check that one, then we can easily see this is the tuple because we are using the first bracket. Now we are just taking the same variable within A, apple, banana and republic. Then I just use the for I in A, that means within A, whatever the variable is there that comes under I, then we just print I, then end is equal to space, means in every variable, after printing every variable, that space will be the print. The first variable, that is the apple, second variable banana, and the third variable is republic. If I run that program, then we can see the first time they are print the apple, then they are just giving the space here, then the banana will be printed out here, then again the space will be there, and the republic will be the print over there. Now the traversing the dictionary, the key value pair. In earlier when we just when I just covered the dictionary, so I just make you understand that there is in dictionary there is one key and another one is the value. The left hand side is the key and the right one is the value. In here 1, 2 and 3, these three are the key, and every key there is the one value. Within the 1, apple is there, within 2 key, banana is there, within the 3 key, the value is the republic. Then if I just take the for I comma j, we are taking two variable, because in dictionary there are two variable, one is key, another one is value. So for that two variable, I am just taking that I and j in dict, that is the function dict.items. Then that means in the dictionary we just called the dictionary by sorted function. That sorted function is called dict.items. So if I just print dict.items and we are using the first bracket, then we are using that colon, then we just print I comma, one space will be there, comma j. That means all the key will be print first, then space, then the value. If I run the program, we can see the first one key is printed here, then space, then the value apple is printed here. Then the same thing happened with key number 2 and the value banana is there, and that's key number 3 and the value is there. Now traversing the dictionary, so how we can just print out only the keys. Suppose we just need only the key 1, 2 and 3. We do not need, in that case, apple, banana and the republic. These are the value. So how we can do that? We just take the one variable, that is the dict. Dict is equal to 1 is to apple, comma 2 is to banana, comma 3 is to republic. So for a in dict.keys, that is again the another function, dict.keys. If we print that one, then print a. If I run that program, we can see only the 1, 2, 3, only the keys are printed here, not the values. Then we can we have the questions arise in our mind, then how we can print out our values as well. In the next program, we can see that how we can take the values as well. In here, we are using the previously we used dict.keys. In the values case, we just change one thing, dict.values. If I run that program, the same program, we just change one thing, that is the dict.keys. It was there earlier in the last program. In here, we just change only one thing. In the place of the keys, we just use the dict.values. If I run that program, then we can easily understand. We just print out the apple, banana and the republic, all the values that prints here. Then for loop with range to print numbers 3 to 20. It means how we can take the print from 3 and the end will be 20. But remember one thing in the Python, the first number, the first number 3, that is the starting point, and the second number, the 20, that is the ending point. And the third condition, that is the 4, this is the jump value. What is that and how it works? So for I in range, the range function actually is doing that this is a journey from 3 to 20. It will be journey from 3 to 20. 3 is the starting point, 20 is the journey point. And third condition, that is the 4, that will be jumping point. So if I run that program, we can see 3 is the starting point, they are taking the 3, then after 4, 5, 6, 7. The number 4th position, that is the 7th, again 8, 9, 10th, 11. The 11th is the again print, and so on and so forth, till 19 that comes under the 20. So that's why till 19 that gives the printout. If I increase the number, the journey, if I just want to take that 3 to 40, if we need the printout all the values in the jump of the 2 instead of 4, we can easily see it will be go till starting from the 3 till 40. We can run the program. We can see it starts from 3 and it goes till 39. Why? Because the last point and this is not included. So before that 39 is the last point. They are taking the 3, then 2 jump, 4th, 5th, again 6th, 7th. So in this way 3, 5, 7, 9 they are giving the printout, because in here you can see the 2 is the jumping point. Now just want to, they are taking the we are taking only the one variable, that is the numbers, and in range 1 to 20, so we can easily see they are doing nothing. They are just print out this value as it is in here in this program. Now in the next program we want to see that print the number from 100 to 200 which are divisible by 2. It means the number will be starting from 100 and it will be going to be ended till 200. 200 means it will go till 199 because 200 is not included. 1 point will be just back. 1 will be minus from the last point from 200. So in that case, what is the condition? Because if we use that for I in range function, what it does, it starts from 100 till 199 it will go. Then the condition will check if I means all the variable that from 102 till 199, if it is divided by 2 and the remainder is 0. What is the remainder? That means the last point. If you any point, suppose the 100 divided by 2, if the last is 0, then that gives the printout. If we print I, so in that case, if I run the program, we can easily see, it starts from 100 till 199, because all these numbers, they're taking the number first 100, then they are just divided by 2. If the divided by 2 ending is 0, then they are giving the print 100. 101, it is not divisible by 2, so that's why they are not giving the output. 102, the next point will be the 102. Then again check the condition. In the if condition, they are checking that is divided by 2 or not. It is divided by 2, so that's why they are giving the 102 output. That means they are just checking from 100 till 199 which are divisible by 2. They are just giving those output from 100 till 198. 199 is not divisible by 2, so that's why they are not giving the output, and you already know that the 200 is not included. So for loop basically starts from starting point, then it goes one by one, then it checks the one condition, then they are giving whichever the condition is true, they are giving the output. As simple as it is. Then again we are checking the same thing. Suppose I in range 100 till 201 comma 2, that means in every 2 step they are just giving the printout. Starting point will be the 100 and the ending point will be the 201. That means it goes till 200 because 1 point is just minus from the back. If I run the program, we can see the 100, the starting is starting from 100 till 200 it goes. If we change the condition, suppose we are taking the 110 and we just run the program, then we can see 100, they are checking the condition that is true, then they are just giving the output 100. Then they are taking the 2 jump, 101 and 102, then 103 and 104. In this way they are jumping. If we change the condition, the number 3, so in that case, in every 3 step they are starting from 100 and every 3rd step they are taking the printout. 100, 103, 106, 109 and 110 is not included, so that's why they are giving this output. But loop basically they are doing that every point they are checking, because it starts from 100, it goes 110. So how it goes? 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 110. But till that time they are checking the condition that the last 3, that is basically the jumping point. So for that reason they are just giving this output. If we are not giving this jump, suppose if we are not giving this jump and we just run the program, we can easily understand that for loop is basically what they are doing. They're starting from 100, then every point they are just giving the output till 109. So that is basically the function of the loop. suppose I am just taking the numbers variable, and within numbers variable I am just taking one list. Within the list we are just using the range function, that is the 1 to till 11. If I just run that program, and if I just print out the number, then we can easily understand that basically they are giving the all the output from 1 to 10. If I am using that 1 to 5, it will basically it will print 1 to 4, because the first point will be included and the last point will be excluded. Now create a program to get the square of each number in a list. How it do the square? So suppose I am just taking the number variable. Within number variable I am just taking 0, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, this 5 as a list. Then we are just taking the one empty list within res variable. How we can do that? Res is equal to empty list is there, empty third bracket is there, and within third bracket I am not using anything, I am not writing anything, that means that is the empty list. So if I want to run that program, if I just want to use that one for loop, how I am using that one? For I, any of the variable in numbers. In numbers means within number, whatever the value it is there, it comes inside the in I value. Then res.append. Append function is basically, I already discussed in the last program, append function is basically just doing the adding from the back side. I just took the last video an example that one of the train, they have that like 10 compartment. If the railways decide that train will be going to increase the 12 compartment, what they are doing, the 10 compartment will be there, the two compartment will be included from the back side. In here also res.append function is also doing the same thing. They are just taking all the numbers and they will be adding from the back. Then in the I variable, what they are doing that, in the I is basically in the res variable, they are just multiply with I. That means all the value it comes in I, then it will be multiply with the same value, then it will give the output. If I just run the program, then we can see that the first time they are taking the input 0. So 0 basically the I is 0 into 0, basically output that comes to 0. Next value is 3, then the res.append, how they are appending within the list, 3 into 3, that is 9, and then they are taking the value of the 5, then 5 into 5 is equal to 25. In this way they are just completing all the value there, and they are just making it square. Then they are just doing the print the res, that res in the empty list. In the res, when we just take the printout, we just write down the print of the res, then in that case we can see all the value is squared up. Now we are just taking the numbers is equal to empty list. In empty list I am using the for I in range 1 to 8. 1 to 8 means it will go from start from 1 till 7th, last point will not be included. Then numbers, then numbers.append, then all the values will be appended. I double asterisk 2, what it does, in the last time we can see I into I, that means they are just taking that I value, multiply with I. In this way we can just make it square up. Again we can write down in a different way, I double asterisk 2, that means they are taking all the values I 1 to till 7, then all the value will be multiplied with the same number. Then they are just doing the printout. So the first square is 1 into 1 is equal to 1. Then the second point is 2 into 2 is equal to 4. Then the third point is 3 into 3 is equal to 9. And in this way they are just making all the values 1 to till 7. So, and they are making the square up, then all the values it comes like that way. 1 into 1 is equal to 1, 2 into 2 is equal to 2, 4, 3 into 3 is equal to 9, and 7 into 7 is equal to 49. 8 will not be included. Now for loop to print the even numbers between 1 to 9. Even number, that means that number is basically divisible by 2. In here, for I in range, the range function 1 to till 10, we are just write down the one condition. If I percentage 2 double is equal to 0, that means remainder, this is the way to write the remainder diversion. So whatever the I value, if that divides by 2, that means the remainder will be 0. So if any number of the I that is divisible by 2, that means the remainder will be 0, then that number will be going to be print. Now I just run the program, we can see the first number 1 is not divisible by 2, so they are not giving the output. The second number, the 2 is divisible by 0, 2 is divisible by 2, so that's why they are giving the output of 2. And 3 is not divisible, that is not giving the output. And the 4 is divisible, so that's why they are giving the output. So whatever the range, suppose if I increase the range till 1 to 20, if I run that program, whatever the value it is divisible by 2, they are giving the output, and 20 is not included. Then again, in the next program, we're checking the for loop to print number divisible by 5 and 7 between 1500 and 2500. We are checking the two condition. We are just write down for I in range 1500 till 2501. So this is the range. It starts from 1500 and it will be going to be ended up till 2500. So in that case, we just write down the if condition. What is the if condition? If I is divisible by 5 is equal to 0 and I is divisible by 7 double is equal to 0, that means the number should be divisible by I and 7. Both the condition will be true. So AND condition is basically checking both these two condition will be going to be true. In that case, they are giving the output. And we are just print the I value, and end we are just using the one space. If I run that program, you can see easily understand that within 1500 to 2501, whatever the value is divisible by 5 and the 7, all these values are giving the output here. Now I just run in the same program in a different way. For I in range 1500 to 2501, I just write down the condition, if condition, if I is divisible by 5 is equal to 0 and is 2. Again I use the one nested loop, that is this, if I is divisible by 7, that means that when that loop that goes from 1500 till 2501, first they are checking this condition. If I is divisible by 5 is equal to 0, if this condition is true, then again they will go inside this condition, this nested if condition. If this condition I is again the divisible by 7, both the condition will be true. So in that case, they will just print the I. So if I run that program, we can see easily the same thing. It is nothing like that. It is the same like the previous program. Previous program we are using the AND condition, and we are using the both the condition in one line. In here I am using only the double if condition, nothing else, nothing complicated in this program. Now same thing I just write down in a different way. I use the if and elif, that the range is 1500 to till 2501. Then I just firstly I just check I is divisible by 5 is equal to 0. Then in that case print the I. Elif, in that condition, if I is divisible by 7 is equal to 0, then in that case print I. So in this case, if this condition is true, they are giving the printout, the 1500, 1505, 1510 and 1512, and then again they are checking also this condition. Whatever the condition is true, they are giving all the output. In here, all the 5 divisible point will be going to be output. At the same time, in the 7 divisible point is also will giving the output. If I run the program, all the values it will come. In the last program, it only gives only those numbers which is divisible by both 5 and 7. In here, it is something different. It is giving all the values that is divisible by 5 and 7. And that's it, and thank you so much for watching PyData Explorer video. In case if there is any doubt regarding the for loop, please keep in touch with me, and my contact number is 836-834-4962, and I will be always available with you people. Thank you, and wish you again a very happy new year. Thank you.